New psychological tips for weight loss. Losing weight is one of the hardest and most common goals shared amongst everyone. But in this video, we will go over 5 new psychological tips that could hopefully be the catalyst that gets you going, where you not only lose the weight, but also keep it off. The first tip is to slowly change your diet and exercising habits, but not all at once. Many people start their weight loss journeys by getting a rush of motivation, making big changes, and then in a span of a week to a couple of months or so, they end up crashing and resorting back to how they were before their efforts because their bodies undergo a drastic change that is not sustainable. That is why it is important to make the changes gradually and to give your body time to adjust. Ways in which you can make these simple changes is by replacing any white bread in your diet with wheat, replacing your regular yogurt with Greek yogurt, or replacing soda with oat milk, and then only make a singular change about once every other week or whenever you feel mentally suited to do so. This will give your body time to get used to a slight decrease in sugars, which will be much more lasting and effective than getting rid of all sugary and unhealthy foods at once. The same idea applies with exercising too. If you start exercising intensely right off the get-go to lose weight, you may see results relatively shortly after. However, after about a couple weeks, your body may start to crave more sugars and junky food to desperately replenish itself after an immediate and drastic upstick in energy use. On top of which, after the initial burst of motivation to lose weight fades slightly, doing 1 to 2 hour-long intense workouts can be extremely demotivating on top of an already busy schedule you may have. Rather, you should start slow and within your comfort zone and start to work your way into doing a little more after a few weeks or whenever you feel ready. Making these slow changes may not be what everyone has in mind of wanting to lose weight immediately. However, it will be most effective in sustaining a new diet and keeping your progress going. Another tip that may appear counterintuitive but will help you greatly in the long run is to avoid scales and looking in the mirror. Our weight can fluctuate by 5 pounds or more throughout the day based on how much water and food is in us. Some people weigh themselves each morning before they consume anything, but even that could fluctuate by a few pounds morning to morning. Imagine weighing yourself one day and then for the following week doing everything right, eating healthy, exercising regularly, making good choices, and then after a week goes by, you weigh yourself again only to find you gained a pound. This false feedback could occur because you either 1. Gained some muscle as you were losing fat, or 2. Because you happen to have more food and water in you the second time than when you initially weighed yourself a week ago. Whether you rationalize it or not, it is discouraging to see that if the scale is how you measure your results. If you are continuously making those small changes to your diet, exercising more and more, then you should trust the process and know the results are coming. This relates to the other part, to avoid looking at yourself in the mirror. The number one thing most people look for when losing weight is how their stomach looks. If this is the sole focus of your weight loss journey, then it may be best to avoid looking at your stomach as much as you can for a couple of reasons. 1. When losing weight, it is not possible to target a specific area for fat loss. So you could be doing well and losing weight fast, but it may be on a lot of other parts of your body that physically changed, but goes unnoticed. 2. Many reasons could result in your stomach looking bigger or smaller that isn't representative of fat. For example, being bloated can occur after consuming a certain amount of sugars in a day and may show a temporarily slight enlargement of the body, but could also be gone within a day as well. Also, after eating, drinking lots of water, or even exercising using your abs, which are used in every exercise as your core is essential for everything, can all lead to your stomach appearing larger from either being full or excess blood rushing through your muscles, but would only be temporary. Overall, to effectively lose weight, it doesn't have to require a lot of hard work or big and sudden changes. In fact, it is much easier as you gradually progress, walking a slightly longer duration each week, changing 1 or 2 items in your diet whenever you feel comfortable, and getting rid of metrics such as scales that could vary greatly by the days or weeks. If you have a question or comment that you'd like to mention, leave it below in the comments, and we will try to get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for watching!